Hi, Gemini. We're going to talk about spirit-guided energy focuses today. We're going to look in the categories of health and wellness, family, friends, and coworkers, and career and finance. God guides, angels, archangels, Holy Spirit, I thank you so much for Gemini. I thank you so much for the Spirit Mail community. I thank you for clear and concise messages. I thank you for love, light, and prosperity. And I thank you for clarification, confirmation, and validation. Please show us clearly what are the energies that Gemini will be navigating. So as far as health and wellness goes, remember that's mind, body, and spirit. We have truth. And where friends, family, and coworkers are concerned, we have rest and rejuvenation. And where career and finance goes, we have obstacles and challenges. Okay, so we're going to get some clarity on all this whenever we pull some clarifiers. But first, we're going to get an overarching theme from the Enchanted Map by Colette Baron Reed. It's an oracle deck. God, guides, angels, archangels, Holy Spirit, I thank you so much for my Gemini friends. I thank you that you show us clearly the energies we'll be navigating and that you clarify those energies with the best ways for us to maneuver them, navigate them. That's in our highest and best good. Thank you for giving us an overall oracle theme, an overarching theme. And again, we thank you for clear and concise messages, love, light, and prosperity, and clarification, confirmation, and validation. Okay. Oh, coming to life, Gemini. That's exciting. Okay. So this is what I see in this card. This person, I feel like, is in the process of like a metamorphosis, of this beautiful. She is becoming this beautiful, self-confident, this beautiful, self-evolved creature, right? And she's got there's this little butterfly down here, right here in the light, and it's like it kind of confirms that new that metamorphosis, turning into who you came here to be, and she allows her light to shine. As a matter of fact, she brings her light out in her day-to-day life, the way she carries herself, the way she moves. This is not gender specific, okay? So I feel like that's where Spirit is moving you if you're not already there. I feel like you are either on your way or about to be on your way if you're not already there. So the number of the card is 29. We're going to see what it has to say. Something beautiful is being born into your life. When you look at your life, can you see how far you've grown and evolved over time? Perhaps you've shed skins and identities and created new ones, or at the very least matured in your ideas about yourself and the world you inhabit. You know things take time, and Spirit's timetable is rarely in sync with our own. This card indicates that a long-held dream is beginning to show signs of life. You must not try to coax it along or shape it according to your desires. Spirit knows the best form for this manifestation, and your life can become even better than you could possibly imagine. Now's the time for reverence and awe. Allow the contours of your path to be carved by the hands of the divine. All you have to do is show up. I love that. Okay, so when it comes to truth, right? This is the health and wellness. And whenever we live in our truth, look at this. This is balance, right? Because whenever we live in our truth, we truly are light as a feather, because we get to a point where it's not that we don't care about other people. It's not that we don't care what they think. We don't live our lives by what they think. We don't live our lives according to their ideas about us. And whenever we get this way and we are light as a feather, then we don't have the stress in our body that causes illness and disease, right? We don't have these mental mind games that we play with ourselves that cause us stress, that it eventually causes disease. And we're spiritually connected, right? We can't live in our truth if we're not spiritually connected with our higher self, with our spirit guides, our angels, our archangel, the Creator, the Holy Spirit, right? We just cannot. So I feel like this is the main theme, and And it's a beautiful, you feel like you're in a very beautiful place right now where that's concerned. And right here we have rest and rejuvenation with friends, family, and co-workers. And I feel like, again, it kind of plays on this card right here. It's like Spirit's saying, because you've done this work or are in the process of doing this work, you're kind of like not worried about what other people are. You're not trying to make everybody see it your way. You're done with that fight, right? There's something beautiful within you and the way that you carry yourself in rest, right? It rejuvenates you because you're not spending all that energy trying to get other people to see it your way. And it actually rejuvenates other people because what's actually happening is by doing that, you're giving them the ability to live their life too. So I feel like it's a beautiful new understanding of relationships and how they're going to be playing out in your life. And then we have obstacles and challenges here with the career and finance. And I feel like what this is saying is coming to life. Something beautiful is coming to life. You may feel a few little challenges, right? And I feel like it has to do with this energy right here of this metamorphosis, this new thing that you're going through. It feels like in your business life, in your career, and in your money, you may be looking at things a little differently than you did before. You may be seeing them a little differently. Maybe there's an inspired idea in your heart that you're wanting to walk out. And I mean walk out into your reality. Maybe it's asking for a raise. Maybe it is looking for a promotion or a job with a different company, starting your own job. There's something new going on in your career and money, but you're a little conflicted about it because while you're finding your truth, right, and your relationships seem to be flowing better, there's some kind of hang up right here where maybe you feel like you in your heart you're worthy of it, but you've never experienced it before. So it's kind of scary for you. Okay, so we're going to go and find out what Spirit says about how to navigate it, maybe give us a little more clarity on exactly what the energy is and how to navigate it. So God, guides, angels, archangels, and Holy Spirit, I thank you so much for my Gemini friends. I thank you for showing us the energies on the table that we'll be navigating. And I thank you for showing us that the overarching theme is that there is something very beautiful coming to life for Gemini. I thank you so much for clear and concise messages. I thank you so much for love, light, and prosperity. And I thank you for clarification, confirmation, and validation. What are the clarifiers in their health and wellness as far as truth goes, in their family, friends, and co-worker relationships as far as rest and rejuvenation goes, and in career and finance for obstacles and challenges? Okay, so clarifying truth, we have the Queen of Wands and the Five of Wands. Imagine that, because look, that's the same card, really. I mean, this is an oracle deck and this is tarot, but it's basically the matching cards. Okay, so in family, friends, and co-worker relationships, we have rest and rejuvenation, and it's being clarified with the Eight of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. Okay, and in career and finance, we have obstacles and challenges being clarified with the Six of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. Okay, so let's see what all this is. We're looking at truth. Remember, I talked about that a while ago. When we're actually living in our truth, whenever we're being true to who we are and the things that make our heart sing and all that stuff, whenever we wrap this truth, whenever we embody that truth, it's almost like we become royalty to some extent, because we understand who we are in our Creator. We understand that us and our Creator, we're one. We're the spark of the divine, right? We look out into the cosmos and we realize the massiveness of what this creator created, and that the same creator that created all of that lives inside of us. And it's like things change, our whole perspectives change. So whenever we have that truth, it's like this calmness and this peace come over us, and we become light as a feather, where the other side of the scale doesn't have to have anything on it. We're still balanced, right? So I feel like what they're saying is that the wands are all for me about purpose, passion, inspiration, creativity, and that connection with spirit. So you see a lot of passion in here, and you see a mature woman in here. The queen did not get to where she is because she was just tapped queen, right? She had to go through a lot to become this woman. In fact, she has fallen and gotten up and stood up again and reconnected with spirit and moved forward, right? That's what she's done. And I feel like it's saying that this is the energy you stand in now, with that confidence of who you are, where you lean back on your understanding of the things that you've drawn from, the lessons you've learned in your life, and it's inside of you. It's like you know that you're passionate about what you know. Not you're passionate that you got to go blab it into everybody else's face, but you're passionate that nobody can tell you that it's not true. The things that you know about the lessons you've learned in your life, you understand it at a very, very deep level. This is a very purposeful, passionate place in your life, with your health and your wellness, your mind, body, and spirit. So, and I feel like Spirit's saying there's going to be times where, you might be challenged, you might be conflicted. Other people might stand towards you and say, hey, wait a minute, you can't be this person. And they're saying whenever that happens, because it's going to happen, remember the maturity, remember the truth that you understood about yourself, right? Because whenever we allow other people's opinions to alter our experience, we start to develop stress. We start to doubt ourselves spiritually, doubt our thoughts and our mental our ideas and all that stuff, and it causes stress, and then stress causes illness and disease and all that other kind of stuff. We get stiff muscles, we get aches and joint stiffness, aches in our body and stuff like that. That's all stress. When we're feeling like that, we have to ask ourselves, where's this coming from? First, is it mine? And second, if it's mine, where is it coming from? What is causing it? Who is causing it? Who am I allowing to cause this in my body? Or who is thinking something that I'm receiving and taking as my own? Whatever those things are. I'm not saying blame the other person, because we're responsible for what we allow in, right? We're responsible for that. So figure out where that's coming from and then release it, so that you can continue to remain light as a feather and be passionate about who you are. Okay, friends, family, and relationships, rest and rejuvenation. This is the same as the Four of Swords. And in the traditional tarot, the Four of Swords, the Rider-Waite deck, the Four of Swords is a person laying on this platform, right? And underneath is one sword, and then above him is three swords on a wall. So it's like there's this one issue that you finally put to rest. It's kind of the same energy as the Hermit energy, except it's not the major arcana. So I feel like you have put this to rest. You've done a lot of work, right? With these relationships, with these family, these friends, these coworkers. You've done a lot of work, but you've also done a lot of work on yourself. This is some diligent work right here. And it's the Pentacles, but we're not talking about money and career right here. We're talking about relationships. So you have contributed. You've done a lot of work, but you've also been very diligent about studying or observing or noticing what's going on in these relationships. And what you're finding is that as long as you be you, right? These relationships run smoother. You don't have to get anybody's permission to be who you are, and you don't have to give them permission to be who they are, and things just kind of move along at a more harmonious pace. So then we have the Four of Wands, right? This is about bliss and happiness and and all that stuff. And the 4, for me, the 4 is about firm footing, right? So you're on a firm footing with who you are, which allows your relationships to be more cohesive. So there you go again. And right here, I'm thinking, Spirit's not even giving you advice. They're mainly saying, way to go, Gemini. You're doing a great job here. Continue to be who you are. Continue to rest in who you are and let these relationships be very organic. And then in career and money, we have obstacles and challenges. Okay, so something new is coming to life. I feel like in these other 2 energies, these are new and beautiful, just like this. And there's something new and beautiful wanting to come in here. And I feel like Spirit says everything, all the work you've done, everything you've done up to today has prepared you for whatever this new journey is. But you know what? Anytime it's something new, it's scary because we just don't know. And we look at the split right here, and look how deep down that well is, right? That she could fall into, or he could fall into. It's not gender specific. And we're not real sure if this board on the other side is secure. So whenever we step onto it, it could literally drop us into this well, right? Because we're just not sure how secure it is. So there's some hesitation here. I feel some hesitation here. And I feel like Spirit's saying, hey, we're wanting to bring you to a place where there's some equal give and take. You've been working hard. You've been working overtime. You've been giving more than you've been getting. And in this work relationship, we want you to understand your value, even in the workplace. Now, whenever it comes to the workplace, sometimes, and even when it comes to starting a new business, if there's some kind of new business that we're starting, since something's coming to life, sometimes we are a little hesitant to stand up for ourselves or stand up for our worth, because our boss or the company that we work for, well, surely they're smarter. Look where they are. Surely they're smarter because they have all the money. Surely they're smarter because we tend to talk ourselves down from standing up for who we are sometimes. And I feel like that might be a little bit of what's going on here. And they're saying, nope, you step out on that other board. You take that step. We're going to be there to make sure it's secure, because we're ready for you to walk into a place of equal value where you do receive the value that you are worth. You do receive equally whenever you give, that you get back equally. And then you have the Page of Swords. So I feel like this is a young energy, right? He's a young energy. He's kind of feisty. He's curious. And I feel like whenever what Spirit's saying is, ask, find out what's the next step. Don't be and walk in your truth, right? Don't be hesitant about it. This is something that is meant for you, right? We're all supposed to have a balanced life, and it looks like you're having it or about to have it in these other areas. But when it comes to your work, for some reason, you're going to be real hesitant about it. And Spirit's saying, this is a time for there to be some equal give and take. We want you to feel the generosity of Spirit in your career and money, just like you do in these other places. Okay. So now we're going to get the PS. God, guides, angels, archangels, Holy Spirit, I thank you so much. I'm sorry, I know that's loud. Somebody commented about it. While I'm shuffling real quick, I just want to say, guys, the subscribes, the likes, the shares, the comments, the ringing the bell, the personal readings, the donations, y'all humble me so much. Y'all just rock. And those of you who are passing by who don't stop and subscribe, if you're just passing by, I'm so excited that you stopped. And if you comment and hit that like button, I'm so excited about that too, whether you're a subscriber or not. Y'all blow my mind. Okay, God, guides, angels, archangels, Holy Spirit, thank you so much for Gemini. Show us clearly what's the PS. We thank you for clear and concise messages. We thank you for love, light, and prosperity. And we thank you for clarification, confirmation, and validation. PS. I feel like this is more over here with this energy, because I don't feel the energy in your health and wellness and in your friends, family, and coworkers. However, if we stay here too long where we worry about it and we don't make a move, then it could start to affect our health and wellness. But I feel like they're saying, nope, walk forward. You're not trapped. Untie yourself and move forward. Okay? You're not defeated. This is a feeling of defeat. I feel like they're saying right now you feel a little defeated, and I feel again it has to do with that career and that finance. Look at that new journey. This is a whole new journey. That stuff is behind you, Gemini. It's time to walk into the fullness of who you are. P.S. That's it. Okay, guys. I love y'all so much. Thanks for stopping in. Go out and have a super duper day. Bye.